Attention all personnel. The podcast is about to transmit.
Minus X minus 5.
We advise you to prepare your ears.
4.
Do not wait for children or the elderly.
3.
Ladies and gentlemen, may God help us all.
2. 1. 0.
Welcome to the Matesrates podcast.
Wow, what an intro. I'm starting to come around to it. I'm starting to come to peace, come to terms with the fact that it's not mine.
Welcome back to the Matesrates podcast. I'm Kristo.
Oh, I just spilled beautiful Brookvale Union ginger beer all over my shirt.
That is the sponsor drop already. Well done,
all
Sammy,
over
to my
my
right.
Charlie Sheen-esque bowler shirt.
And there's a certain quiet serenity in the room because Tom is away.
Yeah, things are nice.
And while Tom's away, the mice
will play.
play.
Let's get those sunnies on.
We're putting on sunnies now.
The sunnies on sort of just exemplifies
Playing.
3 blind mice, I guess.
Yeah.
There's 2 blind mice.
Yeah. And M.
Fully, you can see everything, mouse.
Yeah.
Well,
So that's
my
nice.
dog is here and he is actually blind. So
Yes, there
3
is a
blind
very
mice.
small, frail... Can I say that?
Yes.
Can I say frail? There's a small, frail dog and a beautiful
In the
dog bed.
studio. Replacing Tom, some might say.
And he is currently noshing himself off in the most spectacular fashion. And he's got a nappy on. So just to paint the picture.
But yes, Tom is in New York still, so this is our episode without him. And God, have we been up
Tom
to
is in New York
a lot.
to catch a vibe. I can't say
To
any more than
catch a single vibe.
to catch a vibe. I can't expand any more than what...
But we've been busy,
To that.
Sammy.
Yes, we've been busy. That's so glad you brought that up. Let me just get my
We've been
flow chart
going
of how
to
busy we've been.
Broadway Shopping Centre today.
No, Westfield.
Westfield, sorry.
We were in Westfield, Parramatta on today, one of the hottest day, the hottest October day on record. I have on good authority.
It is insane. And can we have a quick, I know this wasn't in the plan segment, but a quick aside on just Westfields in general? Like, can they be a little less confusing to walk around
Wow.
in?
We were making a sketch about how Westfields are so confusing, and we lived it in real time. In real time. Okay, do you ever buy something at the food court in a Westfield and you get it and then there's no seats around you? Then you see, oh, there's one free seat. It's in the different jurisdiction. I went to sushi. It's in the cafe jurisdiction. I can't eat there.
We were like, where's our car? Is our 2-hour free parking expiring? We get to the car park and we have to go down a level. So we find a staircase. Oh, the staircase will take you down a level. We go down a level and there's no door. And then we realize there's no doors in any of the levels.
It was just a white blank staircase, and it had every little level had a lift on
Elevator.
it, but a lift with no like markings on it, just a button and like all these lights. It was like the Matrix sort of like waiting room type thing.
And then we found level 5 where Sammy's car was, and it's like, oh, it's not here. Oh, there's another level 5 somewhere else.
It's same color, exactly same label. It's just halfway downstairs. And before that, we had to walk through. We somehow ended up in an office block. I hate shopping centers.
Yes.
Have you been to Macquarie Centre?
Oh, I have.
Not for a long time.
for a while.
It's literally a spiral. So you can't even like
In a good
figure
way?
out.
God.
No, you can't figure out what level you're on.
Like a
you're just
heroin spiral.
Yeah, it's a spiral to hell.
Yeah.
It sucks. It's
Yeah,
so
I
annoying.
do recall that now. And it's like, yeah, it's just got a ramp that slowly just adjusts level. It's like, where am I?
Yeah.
God.
But apart from that, we've been going to a lot of events recently. And
Sorry, I'm just looking at my notes because my TikTok adult brain has almost no memory. So we've had to just write down what we've... Oh, the feeble dog's coming towards
Hello.
us. Simba.
Hey, Simba.
Hello. He's sniffing me. Yes, I won't hurt you.
If you are watching he's not big enough to be seen.
No,
in
he
the
won't be
video
seen.
feed.
Big enough
Yeah.
for the YouTube version. What's he doing with that little nappy going behind the chair?
Please
Oh.
ignore the tiny dog.
Okay. Oh, no, he tripped. He's blind. The third blind mouse.
hey, Simba.
Okay, ignore the dog in the room.
Anyway, we've said this, we sometimes get emails from PR companies being like, hey, come to this event, come to XYZ event. We've started to say that, can they tell us a little descriptor of who's going to these events? Because they lure us in with free booze and food.
That's the thing. They say, oh, we like your content, whatever the frick.
Your comedy sketches. Come to this
come to
corporate
this event.
event
Yeah.
that has nothing to do with any sort of comedy.
And
or-
you'll turn up and you'll think, oh, a fellow creator's going to be here, for example.
Are a
what is
fair
it?
barn going to be here?
Yeah.
Is it maybe
a McIntyre,
Yeah.
for example, or is it going to be Titans of Industry? Who is
Yeah.
it going to be? But sometimes you just turn up and you just have no idea who you're working with, and sometimes you get some pretty crazy characters.
Well, we went to this Movember event. Movember, great charity. We
Great
did
charity.
some work with them.
And let me just say, the panel discussion. Wow.
Wow, insightful.
Let's just say my mental health when I left was vastly improved. Not in the
You had a
usual
couple mental health.
Yeah, and not in the typically encouraged methods of obtaining mental health. We did sort of the cheat code to mental health, bar tab. Just threw a few mental healths down the gob. Not what we recommend.
No.
And we're not a drinking podcast. That's the thing.
But we rock up and it's like, oh, this is like, Movember, it's a big charity. Maybe there's like going to be... It was all just people who work for the company Movember, plus they're like platinum donators. So it's like a bunch of people who are like donate heaps to the cause, their company, and then it's just us.
And no one would talk to us except one man. And his name... I can't say his name.
Let's call him G.
I'm going to call him...
Peanut.
Oh, yeah, G. Call him G.
I think we called the Scottish guy G as
Yeah,
well.
we did. So we're just hanging out.
As there's a nice panel. It's 3 people. It goes for an hour. They're talking about the progress of the company, the charity. This what's going on.
Talking about how to support your friends who are going
Exactly.
through mental health
Soon as it
troubles.
finishes,
Great stuff. Great stuff.
There is about 5 of us, I think. It's me, Sammy, and 3 of our mates. This guy turns to us and he goes like, "Oh, it's so great of you guys to come to this event. Like, it's so important to talk about men's health, this and that." And we're going, "Yeah, that's great. Yeah." And he's talking for a couple minutes. We're just sort of nodding. We've been like, "Yeah, that's nice of you to say."
Yeah. And then he's like, "I'm so passionate about this." We're like, yeah, that's
Yeah,
great.
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 And he starts going like, "Yeah, and like, I know there's like women here, and it's not really about them, but like, it's good to have them there, but like, I don't want to be like caught being like political about anything." And
He's like, I know there's women here. I know I have to be political, but
Yeah.
I'm so passionate about
Yeah.
this issue. And then it just started sort of descending further and further.
Slowly, he started to talk more and more about how perhaps his mental health is come to detriment because of women. And
Which is not the message of Movember.
he starts just like talking about he's like hey, and like you boys would agree, like, women, they're always yappy.
Well, no, but the way he framed it was like, he was like, us blokes, we don't talk enough. We're like, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we don't talk enough because there's always women yapping. Maybe we'd talk more if they would shut up for a bit. We're like, wow.
And then he just kept going on this rant, and like, I can't even remember all the things he said, but look, we were looking at each other like trying not to laugh. Like, what has it? He had us in the first half,
Yeah, and then he just went crazy.
and then he was like started talking about it. You could see perhaps maybe what he's been through, because he was like, they just want a divorce. They just want a divorce for the money.
They just want to marry you, divorce you, and take half the money.
Yeah,
That's
they're
what
like-
they do.
Like, he'd be like, if there's no money in divorces, no one would do it, because they just don't want to come home and put up with an alcoholic. I mean, larrikin.
yeah.
like,
He's like, yeah. Sometimes they divorce with them, because they're larrikins, and there's nothing wrong with that. They just can't handle a larrikin.
Oh my god!
Wow.
It was something else. And
So
he goes,
that was fun.
He goes, and boys, thank you so much for, I'm just a bronze member. You guys are the platinum members. So we
Right.
obviously thought we were like big donators or something to Movember. He's like, I'm a lowly bronze. I'm just a lowly bronze, but I love the cause. You platinums. And we just didn't correct him because we felt too awkward.
It was nice to feel on top of the world.
Yeah.
And then we had another thing after that.
Well, we kicked on. Well, before that, we were they had the mental health cocktail that we were sort of drinking quite a few of on the bar tab.
Just to improve our mental
And
health.
then we were like, well, we got to go to this Tame Impala listening party that we also got invited to. And so our mate Chris just goes to the bar and he's like, yeah, can I just get like 4 of the cocktails and like 4 more of the Prosecco's? And then they're like, we have seen you guys here more than anyone else at this event. And Chris is like, oh, yeah. They're like, how about you just have a few waters, all right? And Chris goes, yeah, okay. And they're like, but you can have the drinks, but just also have a few waters. So,
But of course,
excited.
this is not a drinking podcast.
No, it's
But
not.
it is sort of a music podcast. That's why we went to a music listening party, which was lovely. And it was just around the corner.
And again, it was cool. It was cool to go to, but it was also like, who's going to this thing? Like, We met these people outside. They're like, yeah, we flew down from the Gold Coast to like come here because we've heard Tame Impala sometimes goes to his listening parties. I'm like, I don't think he's gonna come here to Marysville.
He's definitely in LA.
Yeah, 100%. But you know,
But then we had an interesting situation, which brings up a question.
yes.
How
much of the context do we give? For
Yeah.
this?
Okay. So, how much of the context do we give?
Let's give all the context quickly and just unnamed. All right.
Okay. So we have friend one.
Yeah, our friend sees someone that he's met in the past and they've flirted with in the past, a girl that he's flirted with. They start chatting. Turns out she's seeing someone at the moment.
Loosely seeing someone. He's there.
He's there as well, though.
So friend one is talking to the woman that he's met before, and then the person she's seeing approaches, and as I guess he's on the back foot in this situation, he's perhaps feeling shy, he's perhaps feeling socially anxious. He decides to come in with an approach of just kind of being really unpleasant and unfriendly.
Yeah. He was like, basically, our mate was like, no, the girl introduced him being like, oh, this is E. He's the coolest guy I know. Like, as sort of
That's
like
a
a half
joke.
joke, like, oh, okay. And then the person she's seeing goes, what's so cool about you? And it's like, oh, what's your cool rating? Or like,
He's like, mate, what makes you so cool? What makes you so cool? And friend one just goes, oh, like, I guess, I don't know, I wouldn't say I'm that cool. I guess it just, you know, I like hanging out with people. And he was like, correct answer.
Yeah.
Right answer. And then he went up to you and
later he was like, and this is always like something I feel like you as well, like whenever someone goes like, oh, you're an influencer, and it's just immediately awkward vibes.
Yeah,
Like, how do I respond to that? Like, either I come off as a wanker or like someone's coming up as a wanker.
It's not a great word. It's not a great word for anyone.
Yeah.
It comes with baggage. And then he goes, so how many followers you got?
No, he goes, so you're the influencer, huh? And I go, yeah, like, I guess so, something like that. And then he goes, how many followers you got? I'm like, what? Like, who's counting? Like, what? And there's like a group of people and him and me. And then he goes, no, mate, how many? And I'm like, what the hell? He's like insisting to know how many followers. And then I go, well, he actually wants to know. And I go, what platform? And he goes, what platform? Wow, that's way worse of an answer than just saying the followers. Like, oh, what platform? I'm like, mate, you wanted to know, right? There's different numbers on each platform.
So it begs the question. Is a valid response to social anxiety being an asshole?
I don't know. Yeah. I feel like this guy was a DJ as well. I feel like he had to keep up this cool facade. Of like, I was DJing at the event.
But is this a phenomenon you've experienced, Em?
Yeah, but what makes you think he was socially anxious? Maybe he was just an asshole.
Yeah, maybe that's just the way he is.
Like if you
I was
don't
trying
have
to give him
anything,
the benefit of the doubt.
True,
Yeah.
but if you don't have anything to compare it to, like maybe he's just like
just
that.
Generally, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just something to consider as we do go into silly season.
It is.
As we are entering silly season, you're going to be thrown some social situations and you're going to have to figure out how to navigate them.
Yeah.
So I just want for the people out there who are listening, if you are approached with, for example, an arsehole, if you are approached with a dickhead, how do you navigate that? What are some tips? Okay, give us one tip, Kristo.
I think one tip would be you can always, I mean, everyone knows this, but you can use it many times. You can always exit a conversation to go to the bathroom or get another drink. And those are your perfect cards.
People say, yes, the best way to exit a conversation is to go for a drink or go for a piss.
Yeah.
But I find sometimes my social skills are so lacking that I don't even know how to bring that up. I can't find the right time to bring it up because I don't want to interrupt them.
Yeah.
And I also feel awkward. And I'm like, and then I start thinking about, oh, how am I going to say, oh, I'm just going to get another drink. How am I going to say it? Or like the bathroom, I'm like, how graphic am I going to get? Oh, I'm going to the toilet. Is toilet too much?
Toilet's too much?
Is toilet too much? I don't know.
I don't think toilet's
Maybe
too
they're
much.
sort of an elder viewer.
I'm gonna have to bleep that.
yeah, bleep that in post.
That one's crazy.
Yeah, you got to have a little bit of, like, you do a bit of a dance, like, I'm busting. Sorry, I just got to duck off. I'll talk to you later.
The thing is, they will know because I feel like if you actually want to stay in the conversation, you make it work. Even if you like really need to go to the bathroom, or if you need to get a drink, you're often like, oh, I need to get a drink. Do you want to come or something? So
You're so right. But
People know, but you just have to do
that's
it.
really not what I want to hear.
Yeah.
Because now I
Sorry.
think my get out of jail free card is suddenly
Suddenly
it's suddenly foiled. Because it's not that I don't want to talk to people. It's just that it's not that I'm trying to end the conversation with people I don't like. It's just that my social skills are such that I often run out of juice in a conversation unless I know the person really well.
And often, sometimes people can be very commandeering of a conversation, and you see
I love
another-
that. I love that.
No, but if
because then
you
I get
see
to
it-
sit back and I don't have to think.
I know,
too
but
much.
then if you see like a cool conversation happening
Oh,
nearby
a more
with like
fun
your
one.
mate, or like a more fun one, and then you're like, but they're absolutely berating me, and yeah, you got to go. How do I
but
get out?
you can't
of this?
use the bathroom on that one because you can't say I'm going to the toilet and then go 1 meter over to the next
you'd have
conversation.
to leave, come back, hope they're still talking about something cool.
But it just goes on to the broader topic at hand here, which is really with silly season coming up. You know, how are we navigating? For example, you know,
I feel like I'm already my social battery is
That's
at
the
its
thing.
low because of just like 3 events. I was like, we went to that thing on Thursday, then we went something Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday I thought I'd have a really chill night, and then doing something with my
it
brother's
just feels
friends.
like on the hottest October day on record.
Yeah.
Things are heating up too fast. This silly season is coming too quickly,
Hmm.
and I'm not ready. I haven't had a rest yet. I haven't had time to relax.
Send us in your best ways to negate social unrest, for lack of a better word. How do you get out of the events you don't want to go to, get out of the conversations you don't want to be part of? How do you recharge in silly
How do
season?
you keep that lithium-ion battery at least not drained too quickly?
Exactly
But
right.
also, how do you charge it fast? What's the fast charger of the world?
Memo.fm.
What's the real life
/matesrates.
super fast charger? You know when you get those whiz bang, gizmo
Lightning
super fast
cable.
chargers,
Yeah.
the lightning cable, for
Lightning
example.
cable?
Something to think about.
That's something
good
to
one.
think about.
Sunglasses back on
Okay, sunglasses back
because
on.
when Tom's away,
the mice
cats-
will
the mice-
play.
why does the cats will play?
Tom is the cat. He's
True,
a cool
he's
cat in New York.
He's a New York cat. See?
No,
Dude, he's probably on the Upper East Side, just right next to Tribeca.
he's probably
You know,
ordering something the Oki way.
if he could make it there, he can make it anywhere. He's probably just chopping it up at the financial markets. He's probably doing some modeling on Wall
He's
Street.
probably looking at that
it a-
statue of a bull on Wall Street.
That's what I was going to say. Is it a bull market or the other market?
I think
Bear.
it's- Bear's bad, I think.
Bear.
Bear's
Yeah,
bad.
bull's good.
Bull can be good.
Bull's
Ride the
good.
bull.
Bear bad.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the whole system is set up for booms and busts, and that's the way the system's designed. So maybe we need to rethink the system.
Let's rethink the system.
Let's
guys.
rethink the system. And these are the sorts of things we can talk about when the Tom's away. And the mice
Yeah.
will play.
Em, you might not know this, but sometimes there are things that Sammy and I can nerd out about and talk about, but then that Tom is just completely not interested in. And
He's not interested in.
yeah,
And he'll almost go so far as to not let us talk about it.
he'll be like, "Come on, guys," or like, "Change."
Because at the end of the day...
Let's talk about Harry Potter. Come on.
yeah, exactly.
He's a Harry Potter nerd and a Harry Potter nerd only, but
Yeah.
he's not a nerd.
no.
Kristo and I are nerds. We came from a long heritage of nerds. You should have seen us in year 7. We had to pull ourselves up from the mud
Oh,
to become
yeah.
normals.
Yeah, and then put ourselves back in the mud. Wait, the mud's quite nice.
Yeah, wait, jump back into the mud recreationally.
Yes, every now and then.
Learn that the mud, sometimes you don't always have to be wallowing in the mud, but you could dip in for a nice mud bath.
Like
It's great
Shrek.
for the skin.
Yeah.
It's great for the skin.
But we had so many topics that we wanted to talk about that we couldn't even cover it in one segment. So we thought, why not get you involved, Em? And we're going to try and... We've got, 7 different topics or something?
Yeah, so the idea is we get through as many non-Tom friendly topics as we can
Yeah.
in one segment.
Yeah.
Because he's back next week and he's going to be clamping back down.
Yeah, yeah. The
The
jaws
cat's
are going to
back,
clamp shut.
And he's going to be nipping at our tail. Our mouse tail.
Yes, not our cat tail.
Not our cat tail because he's the cat.
Yes, yeah.
He's chasing his own tail
Wow.
right now, maybe.
Okay. He's chasing tail.
Okay,
New
let's
York.
not get into it. Okay.
But yeah, Em, I want you to... we're only going to have a minute for each subject.
Okay.
I'm handing you a list of topics.
Okay.
Okay.
A minute each, and we are going to try and have a conversation about that topic for just 1 minute. Now, afterwards, once we've done a minute in each topic, I want you to tell us which conversation was the most palatable and or interesting.
Okay, got
And
it.
that topic we will endeavor to discuss with Tom
Next
on the
week.
next podcast. Because that means that's the nerd topic that is most palatable to a normal like Tom.
Yes. Yep. So if you could
Here's the list.
Time a minute, say the topic, and then say go.
Yeah.
And then when a minute's up, just say the
stop.
next topic.
Okay.
I think.
I think
Okay,
I
just back to
understand.
back to back.
Okay.
You'll see it on my flowchart there.
Yeah.
That have been so kind to write.
Okay, hold up.
Fuck.
And we're gonna try and maintain our cool and composure. 'cause
Yeah, I got it.
It's gonna be hard not to just be.
But also, it's like I'm not in like a full conversational mood yet.
Yeah,
I haven't
okay.
warmed up per
That's
se.
all right.
Really? We've been recording this podcast for
Yeah, you
All
might
chat
have
about
noticed.
Westfield and
You might have noticed some cobwebs. That's fine. Okay, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look at you.
dust
I'm gonna
those
make eye
cobwebs
contact.
off. All right. Yes. Let's face each other.
Sock 'em
So
off.
when you're ready,
Wait.
say the topic and start the first minute.
Are these generalized topics that I have to pick something smaller, or am I saying
no,
exactly
the
what's on
gen-
there?
Just say the word, and we'll talk for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. First one is geo. Go.
That's short for geography.
Geography.
Hey, Kristo, did you know that the northernmost point of Brazil is closer to Canada than it is to the southernmost point of Brazil? That's how big Brazil is.
That's crazy. Is it actually?
Yeah, it actually is.
What's your favorite flag?
Oh, well,
Because
Brazil's actually pretty good. What's
Brazil
your
is sick, and also I was thinking Mexico because it's got the traditional tricolor, but then it's also got a
Tricolors
bit
can
of
be
fun.
so boring. It's
Yeah.
great that it has the myth of
Yeah.
how the Aztecs found Lake
Exactly.
Tenochtitlan with the
Exactly.
eagle and the snake on top of the cactus, which
And
is
it's
the
not
founding myth.
too like fancy that it's like I can't draw that.
No, it's a
like-
tasteful flag,
it's a
but I
tasteful
do
flag.
think that it does. I do think the tricolor's played out. Like the flag of Romania is exactly the same as the flag of which African nation? I can't remember. It's the exact same.
Dude, I feel like Africa could have so much more fun. They've got
With
just-
flags.
With flags, dude. Like they.
Well, you know why most African nations have similar color schemes?
Why?
Is because they all copied Ethiopia because Ethiopia is the
Stop.
only African nation that didn't get colonized. Wow, we got a lot in there. I feel like.
That's good. Quick, next one.
Okay, shit.
Okay, next one. Ozpol/politics.
Ozpol. All right. Well, Kevin 07 recently
Getting roasted by Donald Trump on the world stage.
funny.
That was insane. Kevin is sitting at the table at the meeting because he is the Australian ambassador.
Yeah.
And then Trump goes, Who's the ambassador? I'm
Well,
sure
it
I
was-
wouldn't like him.
It was Sky News, and they still have a vendetta against Rudd from 07.
Oh, it was specifically Sky
It was
News doing
Sky
a
News being like to
pointed
Trump,
question.
They were like, "Yeah, so Kevin's here right now. What do you think of all those comments he made?" He's like, "He made comments. I don't know about this.
I don't know. Is he in the room? I'm sure I wouldn't like to talk to him. I don't think I'd like him very much. And then Kevin's like, oh, yes, okay, right here I am in the room.
It was like-
and then he goes,
Did you make any mean comments like before my time as ambassador?" And he goes, "Well, I don't like you either," or something.
yeah.
Oh,
it was, I
dude.
couldn't tell. Yeah, anyway. But, Albo did get the critical minerals deal across the table. So it was a success by all accounts.
What was that headline you saw?
Oh,
on the-
yeah. A Rudd bath.
Yeah, Rudd bath in
Rhymes with
Washington.
bloodbath.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what do you think about Barnaby Joyce leaving the
Oh my
Nationals?
God.
And potentially
Stop.
becoming the head of One Nation?
Okay.
There's some good stuff in there, a bit of a slower cadence, which I think is
Good.
kind of good
Yeah.
for the
We
for the
underestimated how long a minute is, I think, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, man,
Next topic, please.
pack in a bit.
Nerd stuff. Go.
Oh, just
Okay.
nerd stuff.
Any
Okay.
nerd stuff?
Dude, Lord of the Rings map. All right?
Okay,
Which
love it.
is the most exciting uncharted area for you?
Christo, for me, it's got to be Rune. Hrun. As we know, there is the Sea of Rune, which is apparently like a salt sea or something.
Yeah,
But apparently it's quite a desolate area of the map all the way to the east, of course.
It's sort of like the Dead Sea, I think. The sea
Did
of
it
Rune.
speak to Tolkien's bias towards West in real life? Because Europe was in the West. He didn't really like the Far East. Some people would say that. Some people
Yeah,
would say it was
that's fair.
sort of geographical, biases there. Others would argue not.
I think as well, I've sort of switched my opinion on the map. Like, I used to be like, what's north of those mountains? Like, why is there, nothing north?
It's important to have the mystery because it's from
Yes,
their
exactly
perspective.
right.
It's their known world.
And also, it's freaking cold there. If it was like, what's in northern Siberia?
And
I
there
wanna
is a
know.
massive ice sheet, apparently.
Exactly.
It's like an in-Paris. That's actually where Melkor had his first base.
Stop.
That's true.
Next topic.
Damn, I want to keep talking about all these topics.
Okay,
You
history.
gotta keep
Go.
going. History.
Oh, dude, interesting. All right, listening to the rest of history the other day. You're a listener, but you haven't listened to this episode.
No.
So, Jason and the Golden Fleece, the
Yes,
classic
the myth. The Greek myth.
When that myth was written down, the author was thought of as being like really like corny and pastiche, and there was like, because it was like 400 years after like Homer and stuff.
Oh, right. So it seemed like a cheap knockoff.
It seemed like it was like, oh, another Marvel movie.
It's
about,
like if I was writing Shakespeare now, they'd be like, well, you're not Shakespeare, buddy.
exactly, and it's like
That's
you're
it.
just copying the old classics.
You know that Jason and the Golden Fleece? Where is the Golden Fleece? Well, it's in the
it Ukraine or something?
Caucasus region,
Yeah,
actually,
right,
of
okay.
roughly modern day Georgia, which I have been to, actually with Tom.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's quite an interesting region. They have the contested area of South Ossetia.
Well, that's the other reason, because it's like post-Greek colonization, and he's
Right.
talking about all these monsters in the area. People are like, we've been there. There's no
Oh,
monsters.
okay, it's
Like,
like-
it's not as much of a mystery anymore.
Right.
And
It's what is it like during the Hellenic Golden Age, or is it?
Stop.
Like,
Please, God, stop.
okay, so that one's not going to win. Good to know. Good to know.
Okay, etymology, go.
etymology.
Right.
A lot of cool words out there.
This is a tough one.
I know. Go
ahead.
on. So, do you know where the term jet black comes from? You know, how people say
No,
it's like, oh,
please.
it's jet black.
Enlighten me.
So apparently, there's a certain pine tree,
Hmm.
and it has fossilized resin that comes out of it, and it's
Okay.
known as jet. And
Is
it's,
it?
It's really dark,
And that's
so
where the
why-
color black comes from.
and
I was
that's
sort of imagining like a jet engine would create like soot.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Do you know? Wait, I
Some
feel like
other
I
etymology.
feel like I've heard a lot of these facts recently, but I
Yeah.
couldn't tell you right now. Oh, game day! I'm slipping up on
Game
game
day.
day. Do you think that COVID has changed the way we see certain words, such as?
Oh, the Americanization of words.
Oh, what about the Americanization words? Everyone's saying restroom now.
Mall.
Everyone's saying
shopping center.
gas station. What do you think of that?
I hate gas station.
I hate gas station. It's petrol, you Yankee dick.
It's a service station. There are many
It's a
services.
servo.
Stop.
Okay. That
Okay.
one, we need to do some more research.
I think so.
Yeah.
That one had the most potential as well. Okay, last one,
Interesting.
transport.
Why is that?
Oh shit.
Transport. Okay,
Dude,
what do you
rip
think about
Eddie Avenue?
Oh, the Eddie Avenue section of Central Station in Sydney. Yeah, so Eddie Avenue was one of the entrances to Central Station in Sydney, which had this what I thought was a really cool section of shops with sort of this New York style bricks. They've demolished it and they're putting in some fancy new ones.
Well, I didn't even know, and it's like, why would you demolish it? Do what they did in Central, which I really like, is have the old and the new merging
It's
together.
all about new architecture serving as a way to contrast and highlight the old architecture. Now, do you think they're going to be able to convert the heavy rail Bankstown line to Metro line in time for the due date that they promised, Kristo?
I don't know when the due date is, but I don't think so.
Well, it's lucky that they have buses replacing trains for free in the interim.
Bus replacements.
I know it's not great, but they're free. You got to respect that.
I
You
do
gotta
have to respect that,
Apparently,
yeah.
the Metro line to the new Western Sydney Airport isn't going to be made in time.
Really?
For the opening of the airport.
When
Although
is the
some say
airport?
that's what they planned.
Dude, I reckon the new airport.
Dude, they finished building it, actually. They finished
Yeah.
building it. It's just all fit out. Ahead of schedule, under budget. Can you believe that? A lot to talk about
I gave you an
there.
extra second there.
Oh, thank you.
That's nice.
Wow.
Is that all of them?
General thoughts.
That was all of them.
Wow. I feel incredibly stimulated.
Yeah,
right now.
oath.
Well,
that was
that's
just like
great.
stimming at like a
Yeah.
fucking breakneck speed.
I've got like sweat behind my eyes from this.
Dude, I'm like, give me more topics. Give me more. I want to keep rinsing topics. We are 11 minutes into the segment, so
what do
if
you
only.
think, Em? Which one were you the most engaged with?
If you could,
and least
yeah,
engaged
give us a
with?
few that you sort of liked listening to, and you thought maybe I'd like to be part of that conversation, and a few that you definitely wouldn't. Before
Okay,
you
well,
crown
I'll
the
tell
winner.
you, I'll say first up what is a definite no.
Okay.
Geography,
Really?
history, and transport.
Wow.
Because geography is such a great
Sort
one.
of a dream blunt rotation.
I could smoke up with 3 topics. They would. Dude, can you imagine?
Okay, interesting.
Not to
interesting.
sound like G,
So-
but this is such boy stuff.
Yeah, right. You weren't a
Yeah.
HSIE person in primary school.
No,
Do you
no.
like social sciences? Come
Yeah,
on.
no. I liked history, but
Okay.
I didn't like ancient history, only modern.
Okay, fair,
yeah.
fair,
Modern girl.
fair.
Too modern.
I think there's so much to talk about in history. That's so interesting.
There is. Oh, there's a ton to talk about.
But our
Is-
conversation just wasn't good.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
That's fair.
fair,
I think,
fair.
Kristo, you shouldn't have taken it a mythological route. I'm sorry to say that.
True, it was more myth than
It was
history.
blurring.
But it was
But-
historiography because it was talking about
That's
what
actually true.
the guy was thought of at the time.
No, and that's actually true because so much of ancient myths in Greece are a blur between history and
Your time is up.
Sorry,
Sorry,
And
sorry,
which,
sorry.
which were the most amusing slash...
Okay, well, I liked Australian politics because it gave
Okay.
you an opportunity to do your Trump impression.
Topical.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, right. Or
But
that.
I mean, only in this context. So I'm going to cut that one because
Yeah, fair.
I want to hear the Trump impression. So if you're talking about Australian politics, unless
Cut the
there's
fat, go to
Yeah,
American.
yeah.
So I liked nerd stuff. I also
okay,
like
right.
Lord of the Rings, and I
Okay.
didn't know you guys were that into it. It's-
A fellow nerd, I tip my fedora to thee.
I used to wear a necklace with the one ring around.
Really?
Yeah, it's very
That's-
cool.
That's
very
even
cool.
a little rich for my blood.
And like I said, etymology. That was really interesting. I like
that
the
was-
jet black fact.
We had the
Okay.
least to say about it.
I
Is
know
that,
that's
is
what I
that
mean.
the
It had
key?
potential. It had
Okay, so
potential.
maybe we're gonna
Room
do
for
some
more people.
do some real research. Come to
But dude,
Tom.
I swear, like I've seen that many videos recently that have given me unexpected but delightful origins of words and phrases, and I just couldn't think about.
you blanked.
I couldn't get there on game day.
I just thought of another one,
Which is
actually,
tough.
yeah.
Well, you
Maybe I'll
wanna say
save.
it so
Maybe I'll
bad.
save it for
Okay, well, you guys heard it here. When Tom gets back from New York, he's going to be so delighted to talk to us
to be
about
bathed.
etymology. He's going to be stoked.
Yeah.
All right, it is that time of the month again where we announce
Great choice of words.
the Brookvale Union one-word weird competition. You might have forgotten we had it. No, wrong. We were just collecting data.
We haven't forgotten.
We have not
We
forgotten.
certainly haven't forgotten.
And we can't wait to give you a case and a spot at the table at the Weird Wednesday on a Saturday. But with
Which
that,
is still happening.
Yes.
one of the winners.
Yes.
We have
Yes.
realized one of the winners is from the UK, so we're not flying you over.
And we have realized forget it.
but
It's happening.
we have some entries from what is the weirdest thing that's happened to you on a plane. And I'll tell you what.
I like this one.
There was a lot of 9/11 jokes in the responses. A
And
lot of
that's
people
okay.
saying that, it would have gone differently if they were there.
It's not too soon.
But then we had someone who sent in that they the person behind them put their legs through. They're in the middle seat. Put their legs through the seat in front of them, and so there was this leg on each armrest.
What?
with
How big was this person?
With like a raw yam.
Oh, like
From-
they extended their legs.
They put their legs through the seat in front of them and had them on the rests.
So the
Wow.
people sitting next to that person also would have been sitting next to someone with a splayed legs
Like this,
through.
like-
yeah.
Sorry, I know that there's many more contenders to come, but that is like
It's pretty good. It's pretty
That
good.
is like in terms of weirdness, that is really weird. I'm tempted to give them the case straight up, but keep going.
Some guy saw a bloke trying to open the door because he wanted a cigarette.
What? Sorry, this is just way weirder than I thought. Do you reckon we say their first names or? Because that deserves some kudos.
That was Alex.
Yeah.
And then the other one.
The foot one.
The foot one was Voco. I don't know if that's
Wow.
their username or.
Wow. Those are good.
But we have a top two, I think.
Yeah.
And I'll play them in full, but we can decide who wins the illustrious case.
All right, who's this?
Number one, this is Angus.
Hello, fellas. So one day I was on a plane back from Bali, like a couple years ago, and I'm sitting kind of in the middle, and Bali's like only like a few hours away, so I'm thinking, oh, it's gonna be a pretty easy flight. Nothing will happen. Might have a few people throw up, whatever, air sickness, all that stuff. Anyway, there's a guy sitting a few rows in front of me, and he's just like fidgeting. And I get up and go to the toilet, and as I walk past, I can see him just start squirming in his seat. And then as I'm coming out of the toilet, he starts walking towards me, and he's walking in that like weird, like little like shuffling style where you like your knees are half bent, you're kind of just inching forward by foot, like bit by bit. And I ask the woman next to him what's happened, and she's like, oh, he accidentally had some of the water and he got a little bit of barley belly, but, he's been okay. He's just been throwing up, whatever. And then I asked, what's with the weird walk? He's like, oh, yeah, he defecated in his pants, just like a couple minutes ago while you were in the bathroom. And I got back to my seat and I was just pissing myself laughing. Like, how the fuck does someone not drink bottled water when in Bali? Anyway, love the pod. Here you go.
Okay, great story. But
you, Angus.
this ending sentiment of, oh my God, I can't believe he shat himself on the plane. I've shat myself on the plane at least twice.
What?
Really?
And I'm not ashamed to say that.
No, you should be a little bit
I'm a bit ashamed to say
You should be
that.
a little bit ashamed.
I didn't fully defecate myself, but I've sharted on the plane.
Charted.
Yeah, dude.
And it's gone on the
I was on the
seat?
way back from Singapore one time, and we'd gone to, me and my mum went to Little India, which is an area of Singapore,
I do
which
remember this.
we used to live in Singapore, so we're like, oh, we're locals, you know, we've tried all the different like food
go
courts
to
and stuff.
Little or Big
So we
India.
we asked this guy in Little India where the food court was, and he was like, oh, it's just over there, but you guys can't go there. And we were like, yeah, we can. We're basically locals.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
no, you guys can't go there. And we're like, ignore that guy. Went to the food court. I had some butter chicken. Lukewarm, might I add.
Wow. The best temperature.
Lukewarm and sitting in a Bain Marie, might I add. And lo and behold, the next day, I feel some quaking in my stomach midway through the flight. And I do just a little conservative fart. And I shat myself.
The fact that you even farted, that's not
What
on.
do you mean the fact that I fart? I fart damn near every 5 minutes. I can't go a whole flight without farting.
Are
Yeah,
you filling
that's
this
crazy.
studio with farts?
Yeah, a lot of the time, yeah. You're lucky there's no mic next to my ass. But, yeah, and then I proceeded to, I shit you not, well, I do shit, but I was shitting myself and I sharted okay, let's just,
My God.
the next 4 days,
So you can
I was
relate to this
consistently
man.
shitting my pants.
You're a kinsman with this man.
And I could go into more detail about why that was a bad time to be shitting myself. I won't.
Every time's a bad
Well,
time.
it was just that. I can't be bothered to tell the story.
It's okay.
But basically, it was at the exact time that I was in the sort of flirty phase with my now girlfriend of almost 6 years, and we were on this like uni camp together, and I multiple times shat my pants, and I'm like trying to like chat her up and like charm her and stuff. So I was just
Oh
not
my
on my A
God.
game. Not on my A game.
Grim.
Hey, but she's your girlfriend
Hey,
now.
6 years later, and I'm still farting
A
in front of
minus
her
was good enough.
all the time. Yep, exactly.
B game. All
Big
right.
story.
We have one more from Rye Bread. I don't know their real name, but
Yeah, probably Ryan. Probably play on Ryan.
all right.
maybe.
I'll play it out.
All right, so it all starts flying to Finland via Japan. Pull up to the check-in desk. A little bit of a line going on, and the guy in front of me has a snowboard bag. I also have a snowboard bag, and he instantly locks eyes with me and fucking gets so excited. So to set the picture, he's about 60 and looks like he's had a fucking hard life of drinking and smoking crack. Very bodgy looking fella, but nice enough to begin with. Starts telling me that he just snowboarded for the first time in Perisha this year, and now he is going on a full-scale backcountry Japanese expedition and just chews my ear off pretty much until we get through all the security. And I'm like, okay, fuck yeah, I think I've lost him. Go to my lounge, sit down, can't really see him, waiting to board the flight, everything's all good. Think maybe some peace and quiet from here till Japan. Anyway, I sit down in my seat, and right across the aisle from me, there he is, eyeballing me, waiting for me to notice. And I'm just thinking, if I just ignore him. And so put on a movie, Saving Private Ryan, World War II classic. And I feel this tap on my shoulder from across the aisle, and I go, fuck, here we go. And he proceeds to say to me, what are you watching? I go, oh, Saving Private Ryan. He goes, oh yeah, it's good if you sort of believe in that stuff. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, well, you know how none of it really happened. I'm trying to figure out what he meant. And I'm like, where are you going with this? And he goes, well, fuck, mate, have you ever seen any footage from World War II and World War I? Have you seen videos from all of them? You know, because I'm on Facebook and I'm looking for that stuff and I can't find any of it. And the shit that I do find, it's just it doesn't look real. It never happened. And then he proceeds to tell me how his dad, his mate's grandpa or something, was in one of the world wars and said it was the best time of his life and he did nothing. And they just hung out. And I'm just sitting there going, fucking get me off this plane. Anyway, it was about 2 hours of him just explaining that to me. And then he goes, and another thing, the pyramids. And I just fucking put my headphones on and zoned out and ignored him. Fuck knows how long he kept going on for.
Wow. I've heard the pyramids.
Yeah.
I've heard space race or whatever.
I've heard a lot of conspiracies.
But World
in my
War
food.
II, I'm pretty sure we're all in agreement.
So much footage.
Some people who are alive now were there.
Yeah.
Even that guy's mate was there. Didn't do much apparently. but
It's probably like the thing we have the most evidence for.
there's
in
definitely
history.
a lot of footage. There's a lot of footage.
I just love the classic if you believe that sort of stuff happened. Like,
Yeah, mate, if you're a fucking idiot. Oh, wow. Or sometimes all you can do is just put your headphones in because that guy just probably kept talking.
Dude, the reach across the aisle to tap on the shoulder is wild. Like, when we were coming back from Edinburgh, a very minor case of this happened where, like, I think I don't know, like, just locked eyes with someone across the aisle. We were in the middle and they were in the aisle. And then she just, like, made some comment, like...
I remember her.
And I was like, ha, 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 that's funny. Comment back, yep. I was like, it was something like, you might have a free seat, lucky you, whatever. And then she proceeds to, like, I go to, like, watch my thing, and then I hear something, I'm like, oh, sorry, pull my earphone out. And then she just keeps wanting to, like, talk to me.
In no circumstance should I have to remove my headphones when I'm on a flight.
Honestly.
When I'm on a flight, I'm there to lock in and relax the fuck out. If I have to talk only if it's a flight attendant giving me food and am I taking out my headphones.
Honestly.
Only.
True. That is very true.
So who's the winner?
The winner, I'm going to say rye bread.
Yes, rye bread. Congratulations.
Because that is the essence of weirdness. It's like, don't get me wrong. Love the shit story.
Yes.
But, we all shit ourselves. That's
We know-
that's a normal thing to do.
That's like a to B causality, like barley belly, shit yourself. You should have gone to the toilet.
and it's completely normal to shit yourself. That happens to people all the time on planes.
Let's...
All the
Never
time.
happened to me, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, well, one day will, and you'll be sorry. But yeah,
World War II not being real, that is...
crackhead who doesn't believe in World War II but also loves snowboarding. That's really unique.
That is unique.
You're
well
getting
done.
the case, rye bread.
We'll be in contact. And will.
And with all that said,
Wow, we've come to another end of a very hot podcast.
we're just chomping at the bit to chew Tom's ear off about etymology next week. So
Was it
tune in for
etymology?
that.
Okay, it was.
It was
Okay.
etymology.
All right, have a great time, guys.
We better come with some crazy facts. Have a great time, guys.